try and fill your ears with all these empty words when we can instead take a look at the counter-strike, the thing that we all came here to see. It's Astralis taking on Vitality. And without further ado, let's get into this pistol round.
Oh, the run boost, the fast play out of Spawn. Apex can't pick Dupree from the air, and he lands right at his feet. Great shot. ZywOo can't follow up. It's Nevera picking one kill from the heavens, and Magus has still made it towards hell. That info is granted to Vitality. They know he's here, and they heard ZywOo firing back. This time it hits. The ramp play comes through for Astralis. Nevera dropping out of heaven, and Bubsky trying to catch him. It's a messy shot. He can't kill him. Nevera with the kill, and the bomb drop, but Shocks with a flank from lower. It's Device down on B on his own with no bomb.
Man, it went from looking like such a good start, right, with the run boost to find the opener. But since then, almost everything coming up in favor of Team Vitality, so it is just Device. But as we mentioned, right, this is someone that we wanted to keep an eye on here. Armed with the P250 and a 1v3 on the plate. It's not going to happen. RPK extending forward is there. Jet.
Wow.
Who maybe is named after Jet. Who knows?
You've really broken that one down. But right now, it's Astralis who are broken. Glocks out. Nothing less, nothing more. No run boost galore. It's Apex spotting outside. They're going to try and wrap main quick by the looks of things. And he sees him at a range. Device flying in. Buys time for Glaive to cross, but into the FAMAS and MP9 he goes. Nevera dinked, but it doesn't matter as the round is clean as can be for Vitality. Nevera making a lot of money as well.
Shocks on the corner, only with this MP9. But as mentioned, he's had a terrific tournament and he's not looking to slow down. He mops up Device, not favored, and Glaive swung onto by ZywOo. That comes as a surprise, right? Device was able to get down secret with no one contending him. So suddenly the presence of ZywOo outside puts the fear in Astralis. They go down the ramp in towards B, but guess who's already here waiting in the wings? It's this dynamic duo of ZywOo and Shocks. ZywOo keeps it in the advantage of the Frenchman, and the SMGs do deliver. It's going to be 3 on...
Astralis right, there's 2 on top, 1 on bottom, so actually if they committed to B, they would have had a better chance, but Vitality don't fall for the fake. Now Astralis coming in with another buy round. It needs to be good, because Shocks has got that AWP as well. More smokes. ZywOo watching on the edge. Here they bloom. Glaive is going to go through towards main. ZywOo has no idea. Nevera with his back turn. Free kill for Glaive. He's going to double back. He knows ZywOo's outside, who just popped a flash, and Dupree has popped the face of Apex as RPK is cornered at the back of the site. Glaive running him down, and Dupree running through smokes as they dissipate. ZywOo with a kill. Surely not a 2v5, but Glaive has run back and been caught on his retreat. The bomb has been planted, but this retake is looking tantalizing for the Frenchman.
Oh, you say that, Hugo,
yeah,
but they're actually just hanging back. They're giving this one over to Astralis. They're letting them get away with it.
Money's not perfect. While you often will draw like a ramp rotate out, there will be B players in ahead of time. There will be lower players ready for your take. And so Astralis walk right into Apex. That is a molly that gets rid of the smoke, bounces out, and it's not due to Astralis missing it. It's just Vitality and their early utility. So Astralis, they play the spawn smokes finally, really, really fast, and it comes back to bite them. Glaive moves behind it, and he right-clicks one of his own. It's a bit of a weird buy for Astralis. They've got 2 AKs, 3 pistols. Broken, playing the eco half. Shocks with the AWP on ramp with a very nice off angle. He can drop off after a shot here. Astralis waiting to contact play him. Glaive can't really fake B with no utility. He can keep that presence up as Apex watches, but here comes Shocks with a shot that will miss to the bait peak of Astralis, and he retreats into lower.
So Astralis, they've got this ramp control, but they don't have anything else past it. They try and get down into B, and to their demise, Glaive with this lurk down through secret from earlier on has secured a double and the AWP from it. As well as that, a chance at the B bomb plant with all 3 players coming in through this ramp room. However, that's not info that Glaive has. Instead, he's fighting. He's trying to deal with these players at ramp. ZywOo is moving in for the kill, and there he is with the deagle.
Dust2. His entire team are dead, so a difficult round to do anything with no armor. 6-1. Astralis having trouble on the T side of Nuke, a rare case, but some great reactions and rotations from Vitality. Nevera taking risks as well. Oh, it's not punished. Little gap in that smoke catches Magisk through the door.
Look at him, mate. He's only got one hand on the keyboard, does Nevera. He's that chill. He's like, You know, joystick in one hand and chin in the other. Device creeping outside with this AWP, and maybe we get to see a little bit of that Device ZywOo head-to-head, because they are both outside with these AWPs. Nevera trying to steal ZywOo's thunder, trying to be the man that puts a stop to the outside play. We'll have to duck down, Secret. That flash is to set Nevera up. He does go peeking in, but Device is there, and now they get this info. We get to see the head-to-head. Device versus ZywOo on the outside cross. Shox is pushed into lobby in the meantime. Bubsky's the dead man walking, and that's him removed from the round. Glaive has opened up into A, but Shox was in the lobby, remember. This is info that they have, and there he is emerging from the hut. Wow. 7 on the...
Well, Vitality barely dropping rounds, 7-1. Here's that big molly coming in. That's going to land on the rafters, glitching through the wall. God B-esque. Lining up for a top hit. Astralis have forgotten the bomb. Are they going to go back for this? They have to. They're hitting this A site. They're playing for the plant. No one has it. Who's going to be that man? It's got to be Glaive, throwing fake utility outside. He's calling to stall things out, and now they have to. The smoke is down in hut. Astralis pulling the brakes. Either way, this is fine right now because those smokes are down and Vitality don't actually have a lower rotate for the first time all game. They're gambling that Astralis are not hitting B. The reads have just been perfection from Apex and co. They know this is an A hit, and even though they're double ramp, they're still triple top. And so this could be a perfect hold as Astralis set up with pistols.
It goes all that utility now. RPK, he is so blind, but... As Molly it off, and now they try and go ramp into ZywOo, right? Shox here as well. This is a terrifying duo to go running into. And it doesn't end well for Astralis. dupreeh and Device left in the 2v3, and look at ramp. It is swarmed by Vitality in an instant. The moment they get that bomb, ZywOo still flawless. This is up against Astralis for crying out loud.
Wherever you go, there's 3 players there. You're wondering how, why? They know we're going ramp. They know it's an A fake with that kind of set piece. Glaive, there's a barrel. Apex has seen it. He knows he's on the corner. Quick spray as Glaive switches weapons, and he gets punished. dupreeh trying to trade. Can Apex escape? Does he even want to as he sits behind red? Peeking out with a flash. Another for Apex. The spray is finished off by dupreeh, who keeps things in a 3-on-3. But Apex has done some heavy lifting outside, and it's still held by an orb. Not in Shox's hands, not in ZywOo's. It's in Nevera's. Everyone wielding this weapon today, although ZywOo is already dead from the yard, so picked up off the body. Still with Shoxy holding ramp. No one playing lower. They know for a change that Astralis haven't crossed outside. There's been no smokes with Apex's aggression, pushing Astralis back. We're still fearful of more of that, but Vitality is sitting back and relaxing. There's only one man on this A site, RPK. We know how good he is at anchoring this top position, but Nevera is now coming for support, so RPK doesn't need to shine. It's Nevera with a double, pushing forward, chasing down Astralis, finally killed, but RPK keeps the round intact. And man, for such a Yugi, get S-Tag, get Bubsky, and, you know, somewhat panic play, especially on those first 2 picks, but, you know, right now, it's not the roster that's the problem. Unless you're talking Vitality.
Yeah, and if you're holding out hope for this CT side, I tell you what, man, you need more than what Astralis have given us right now. They're never even making a dent. They're never even getting close. Apex has just dropped the bomb. Now you got this lower rotate. Magis with the Deagle gets bested by ZywOo's USP. Bubsky in with his shots, and there's the double up. He has been quiet all first half long. And that little 2-piece there was a 2v4, now gets very, very tantalizing for Astralis. Look at Device. This fight in the vent matters so much. ZywOo drops in and RPK follows. And piece by piece, that round...
Behind this utility, but it's only 2. The bomb is laid back, relaxed outside on Glaive. ZywOo 12-2. Can he find more? Astralis not running the gun down towards this B bomb site. Waiting for those fade on the smokes. Vitality see outside. They know there's no one there right now. There's a flash. ZywOo goes back in and catches Device with nades in his hand. So another pickup for Vitality, untradeable at that. dupreeh doesn't want to run into this orb and so goes to help Glaive outside. Molotov to credit, smoke in main. Apex is looking to bring that pain, but it's only a bit of damage. dupreeh traded by the orb. Nevera pushed in the heart. Again, this CT aggression on this top side has been fabulous for Nevera, and he even spotted a second player there. Glaive is coming in on a heaven wrap, but Bubsky needs this kill, and RPK will not allow it. It's Glaive in a clutch. Surely not.
Shox is so aware, man. He's just waiting. Glaive should be dead, and he is. Shox posted on the angle. Astralis.
That's crazy.
And then you've got Apex, who, you know, as we know him as this wild entry fragger. ZywOo! There's a smoke there, for crying out loud. And he doubles up through it. He don't see smokes. What is happening, ZywOo? I just said some games, you know, you don't even know he's there, but this one, oh, you really do. If you are Astralis, he has absolutely nailed them outside. And Device, the AWP on the other side of things, is left scratching his head. Where even is this CT AWP? He's trying to spot him, but now all he's done is tempt ZywOo in. That missed shot has now got ZywOo's attention. Device getting challenged from everywhere. Oh. He's trying to run away, and dupreeh will bail him out at the very, very least. It's now a 2v4. So far, ZywOo has been the undoing of Astralis in this round. And now we look towards dupreeh and Device, two of the big names for Astralis. What are they capable of? Can they turn this around? Well, they've lost dupreeh. ZywOo is now on for the ace. And it's just Device, that AWP on the other side. The man who's trying to navigate this one up through the vent, but waiting in heaven. Where there's one AWP, there's so often another. Marvel at this Astralis team. Everyone has to go, man, like, yeah, we hate that they're winning and everything, but they're so good. You can't argue with it. Well, you know, it might be your turn now to do that with French Counter-Strike. It might be your turn to do that with Vitality, because they are dismantling Astralis right now. Nevera and Shoxy have absolutely wiped out this upper hit. Device left in the 1v5. They keep asking him to clutch, and he's always coming up short. Is Device pressured from main? There's the C. Taking this peeking through the hut. Now they are waiting for him, right? Bubsky's tucked into this close corner. Magis can trade from ramp as well, or at least that's the hope. But you are up against the guy who's 17-2, the guy who has smitten you down through smokes, on rushes, you name it. ZywOo has been delivering the goods. And so it feels like only a matter of time before we see him get activated in the hut.
Oh, Shoxy smoked off. There's three moving behind them this time around. ZywOo hasn't budged. He hasn't moved a muscle. Bubsky's very patient in this position, but eventually he's going to have to move out of the corner, and will that cost him if ZywOo never gives up the angle? Nevera, here's the flash. Shox with a blind shot. Glaive crossing, but not for long. One player made it down. Is that info apparent? Device is running, and there's the shot. Poor Bubsky picked apart as ZywOo finds a double. And Device, another 1 on 5. It feels like we've seen far too many and far too little out of this man. An impossible round to close the half. Vitality looking for 13 CT rounds on Astralis' map pick.
He's looking for anything, man. He'll take anything. Anything that Vitality are willing to give up. But RPK and Nevera, very, very much commanding this game right now. There has been nothing that would have convinced you that Astralis can pull this back. And so in this second half, we need Astralis to play better than ever. That's what we need. That's what we're asking. And that is quite the demand to make. But Glaive has at least opened this round up. He's trying to set a bit of an example to the rest of his team. Look, if I can do it, I just need you guys to do it as well, and then we'll be good. But then there's ZywOo coming in with the side swipe, saying, nah, mate, get out of the A site. Him and Apex open up, and there's Nevera to close it out. Bomb now going down. Bobsky and Device left in the 2v4. They've got no map control. They're both having to come in on these lengthy rotates up through secret, and with this round going in favor of Vitality, that's how it's set to pan out, right? This would belong, this entire map would belong to Vitality. So for Device and Bobsky, they've got to do the impossible. They've got to somehow pull back this 2v4, and they can't. They're writing it off already.
But they've got the scout on Device, but Vitality, no stopping, no slowdown, full commit into A. They're speeding out the door.
And they melt these players in the site. For Astralis, you're already looking at saving. Now, there's a lot of damage done. Bubsky's trying to capitalize, and he will come in with a double. He's turned this into the 2v2, but Apex just chasing him down, keeps this in favor of Team Vitality. 15 going to go Vitality's way, unless Glaive can channel his inner Zipex, right? Can try and bail Astralis out of this one. Out through heaven, flash down, and hit him right beneath him. Hidden right under Glaive's nose is the IGL on the other side. But
Unbelievable if they can do it, but only 1 round away. 4 kills make that. Apex picking up Glaive. Device has dropped B with dupreeh.
If they do this, right, because thus far, Vitality also hold the record for the most dominant game here. It's 16-3 versus Complexity.
Yep.
They might be about to make that look like nothing by beating Astralis in this incredibly dominant fashion. If there was ever a way to make a statement, this is how you do it. They're sat in the 5-on-4. They don't want to let Astralis have any hope. They don't want to let them tie up with that incredible game versus Cole that Vitality had. They want to embarrass the Danes, and that's what they're on track to do. They're playing this round nice and slow. They want to seal the deal. They want to crunch the neck of Astralis. Look at this position, man. Shox is absolutely disgusting, just waiting above Secret. Yeah. In case anyone gets curious, anyone goes looking, they're into B. Astralis already a man down, now have to retake this site, and thus far, there's only one player here in the first place, and that's dupreeh.
There were two, they moved them both back up, only to get dupreeh back down. Astralis scrambling, they don't know where this one's ending up, they don't know what's going on. 5v4, dupreeh might want to have to call for some rotations, but he's only seen Shoxy. There's Zywoo spotted as well, but Nivera on the flank from the ramp finds him inside of the door. It is done, surely. There's no way back in. Device might be able to catch Shoxy, looking the wrong way. Shox the master of the L-bend, and it's a 5-on-2 with the bomb planted to close the first map.
Nivera here, trying to be the man to close it. But it's gonna...
That would be hugely impressive considering how dominant, how one-sided that first one was. Now it's a T-side start for Vitality. We didn't get to see too much of their T-side back then, but now they are running the show. Now they are leading the charge. And they'll lead it slow and steady. They get out long, they double back, they force Zip to the site. Bubsky subbed out of this map. Nivera's still here to play, and for good reason. He looked dominant in that opener. Scream hopefully watching on. Watching his brother tear number 2 in the world to pieces.
Vitality sneaking their way over towards B, but Astralis, with a nice setup here at least to enable that fast rotation of Glaive. Magisk has been spotted, but it's Device and dupreeh to open this round up. The two players that were elsewhere removed, and that first spearhead as well moving into the site, taken out of the round. RPK shortly therein.
Astralis are the only representation, and they need to do good, but Nivera shuts down Magic's in middle. Quick dig to open up. Glaive gonna flash Device out on catwalk. No one's here yet. Saygı jumping up though. Timing is everything. Don't want to be too early, but don't want to be too late. They could come around this corner at a moment's notice. Device is raring to go, waiting for any kind of sound cue. Here comes RPK. Flash not left yet. Device wins a fight, gets a triple. The flash blinds him as he runs away, but that's absolutely fine. That's fantastic. That's exactly what Astralis needed.
Oh, Shox, not a nice spot to be in, and Device will delete him. Nivera left up alone.
Yeah.
Device is going to deal with him. On for the ace there for fire. And, you know, that's another sentiment that I think we can get behind. And Astralis, right, they don't want to go out with a whimper. They don't want this to just end in this fashion, and so they're trying to claw their way back into this series. With Device starting to build a bit of confidence, build a bit of money. That AWP is going to come out right away from the...
These guys going neck and neck, and Device 10-0. It's the turnaround. Zywoo was the one running wild, 12-0 on that first map before he finally fielded a death. Device looking to do one up. Oh, great shot from Shox. Another AWP still to get past. Device flashed off, takes a shot and has to retreat. Can he get back to the site in time? Glaive is providing a bit of cover from default. Mollies can come down. We've got those A-cat smokes coming through, both of them, to give that headshot angle away. Glaive going to try and fight back. The molly is down. RPK is flashed and he runs in. Glaive with a nade will go deep. RPK is getting awfully close, and Glaive can't hit the killing blow. Finally comes through, but he's low on ammo. Shox with a trade. Device backed up at the corner. This is the perfect position for the AWP, but they know that he is still here. Do they want to trifle with the best? Device? Nice shot. Bomb dropped. Can't follow up, and will concede the site to play retake as a man up.
I remember back on Nuke, right, it was Zywoo who was the man who was flawless for the longest time, and now we're getting that out of Device. He does all his own stunts. And this might be his greatest one yet. Shox back in the sight, flashed out of the angle, gives a bit of room over to dupreeh. However, there's this swing, and dupreeh picks it up. It's now Zywoo in a 1 versus 3. Wildfire on the AWP, and a wildfire in the heart. There's the first. dupreeh taken out of the round. Device now posted up. ZywOo gonna have to go toe-to-toe versus Denmark's best.
Oh.
And the nade does deal with Magisk. Time's run out for Device, and so he's just running away. He'll keep the flawless KD, but Vitality get their first on the board, and it's all, I assume, to play spawn, but I guess it's because Device has this long spawn. He tries to go for the peak, and he gets deleted, so that flawless KD draws to an end. And now we've got Orpa Glaive donning the big green gun.
Yeah, that's interesting. I'm surprised Device didn't want to post up. He knew flashes were likely to come, but even the blind shot with the AWP can be something. Instead, it's nothing. AWP gifted over. Magisk, solo B, as said. Horrible performance in that first map. This could be his time to shine, but they're coming through the smoke. Oh, what a great timing. RBK catches it as it blooms. Glaive might just have to save, and he gets legged on his way out. That will only confirm his suspicions. Vitality, a bomb plant, and already fanning out his Shox, looking to hunt down these saving Astralis players. They don't have money, man. They can't rebuy fully, even if they get away with these guns, so it is imperative that they can save something to have a chance in the follow-up round. Vitality won't full send. This is, you know, not a lot of money for them either, right?
Be having the performance that we've come to expect from him than Device, right? If you want anyone to be fragging versus ZywOo, it's him. And there's Zip opening up this round on the Shoxy. Man advantage taken. Vitality, this long control, while it was going their way pretty dominantly early on, and Astralis were just kind of having to concede. Now they are losing bodies here. They are losing players. They at least get the control, but they're a man down for it. Nevera picking that AWP out of ZywOo's hands. They've thrown him the rifle.
Yeah, flash to mid. Zip found his first kill on long in this map. He's now re-aggroed on Cat. One player in lower defined, everyone else sat by the long doors in the pit respectively. It's Nevera on that AWP. Hinge smoke not thrown in. RPK does go back for it. Oh, missing it though. That's a bit of an awkward one. Still not the end of the world. He's going to back up. Keep up the Cat pressure. That molly won't affect Zip, who's already pushed up past it. And talking of which, it's a long cross with no smokes due to just not having the utility. Glaive caught jumping. Apex with the shot. Device was drawn over to middle, as he has been. And while he still catches that AWP battle against Nevera, the cross comes through. The bomb's on the site again. Another 2v4 for a similar situation as the last. It was Astralis to pick it up in the retake. Can they do it again?
ZywOo's found the AWP at car. He's at least got that. And Apex gonna be the man to make this engagement happen at short. Taps the head off of Zip. Now ZywOo's here as well, and Magisk is caught in the fray, but wrapping through long is dupreeh. And while that's going down, Device bests Apex. Man, Device and ZywOo are always...
And playing patient. Cross shot won't connect. Device, oh, he'll get legged. There's a tag, there's something. ZywOo knows he hit it.
This is so cool, man. It is like one of these boss battles. Like, you know, yeah, they're hitting each other, but it's just scratches. You know, it's nothing permanent yet.
Wait till you see
neither main character is ready to go down.
Dang.
Device through the smoke, gonna deal with Apex. Now the B play looking to come through. Magisk kind of very quiet game back on Nuke. We need something from him here. And once again, it's silence from Magisk. He falls inside of this B site, giving it over to Team Vitality. The sad part here for Astralis is they've done a lot of damage to the Vitality squad, but they don't know that, right? A lot of it coming through smokes, and so they're just saving, retaking B hard in this 4v4, and the last thing you want to do is throw your whole economy down the drain in the hope that you can edge this round out. Now, maybe if they knew Nevera and RPK were both a shot away from certain death, that might have given them the confidence, but even then, I think you would hesitate on this one. The only problem they're going to have is that Vitality, they've sent a man out on the hunt. They've sent a man out to try and do the dirty to Astralis. They've got dupreeh trapped down here in the bottom of mid. Now, he hasn't made any noise yet, so that's going to be a bit of comfort for him. Question is, will Shox pounce? It doesn't look like he's going to, right? He's just holding his position.
Caught out by a smoke push, that time with a lot of damage off of the spray, but no kill. Fast up catwalk, Zip again in that wide angle ahead of the Molotov, and he finds Apex. That's a huge opener. Vitality looking like they just want to go back to be that. Hinge smoke is a fake to feign an Xbox jump. ZywOo posting for Device, who hits the shot, the head-to-head, finally won, and he flicks back as RBK goes wide. The AWP picked up and dealt a deathly blow right back. Device is dead, and dupreeh is close at the door. He's going to try and move back in, try and not concede this side, get to the car, and the bomb gets dropped. It's Glaive killed by the AWP, but dupreeh keeping this round alive as Shox comes in late to the party.
Yeah, very late indeed, right? But we've seen Shox give us some absolutely phenomenal clutches. And, you know, to first provide that, you got to get past the clutch minister. Well, the clutch master is in, and there's Zip removed. Shox down to the 1v2. Hasn't been able to get that bomb yet. dupreeh, very, very low. 50 seconds for Shoxy. And right now, he's playing the mind games. He's hidden himself away, and the smoke is down. Trying to make Astralis doubt themselves. dupreeh, one shot away from certain death, but it's Magis to beat him to the punch.
And have Zip in pit, that's a good position. Magiska supported in B this time around by dupreeh for a change. Middle conceded, but Glaive can keep his eyes on it. Shox gets naded from long. Device is watching. Zip can back up if he wants with that angle now controlled. Lining up util towards A. Flash goes high, and Vitality take the catwalk. Looking to just split this A site. They've got to get past Device on long.
Oh! Device with the unscope, and now he's low, and there is still ZywOo ready to come through those long doors. Zip should be able to save this round from getting out of hand, and he does deny the bomb plant. That's crucial. ZywOo with the backstab,
Ooh.
and now a double up as well. Oh, ZywOo! Absolutely unchained as he's in with a third. Now the AWP in his hands as well, from the hand cannon to the big old gun. This AWP not opting for it. Instead, it's out with the Deagle. Flash rains in. Now he knows there's a man at Cat as well. He's with the Deag, looking to make this happen. Into the site, sneaky-like, as he does retrieve that bomb. Now plugging in the numbers. This did not feel doable at all, but ZywOo is the man trying to make it look oh so easy. And with the Deagle, damage onto dupreeh, but thankfully, dupreeh holds his own. Vitality, a bomb plant found in a round where really they had no business.
Give the Magisk. Device. Oh, misses his long Molotov. It bounces. Zip with his mow down in middle. What a shot. Killing both players.
So yeah, I'll take that, mate. I was only going for one. Get two. He runs away, back up through the catwalk. He's out of there.
Yeah, 5-on-3. Now this is, again, another situation where Astralis get these picks and Vitality can't trade. They have often been in hot water, just playing for plants, and only due to the respect of Astralis giving away a site in many of these scenarios and then coming in with the crunch retake. More smokes on A. ZywOo going back, though. Is it a fake, or is he just looking for a pick on a rotate? His team look like they want to commit. Full mollies going into default. That will force Zip to the ramp. He's already on a two-piece, but they run right back. ZywOo's not been given anything. This is the tuck for Astralis. They hold off in the B-bomb site. They don't want to give kills back in for Vitality. They want to make them commit.
Flash high. Glaive and Zip both looking short with that molly, really doing the damage, and everyone from Vitality is getting a little too toasty. Glaive with the utility
Kill, but once he did, he hasn't stopped. Setting towards B with a bomb and two. Spotting lower is ZywOo. Vitality hold off. They don't have an Xbox smoke down. They know Device could be peering into middle with a AWP. He is 18-3 as well. He has kept this one going. Glaive, we'll see them in mid coming through with a cross. That's the bomb going up catwalk as well. A lot of info here for Astralis. They've no one here to stop it. They're still focused on long with Zip tucked, baited in by dupreeh on the corner. Device AWPing B on a low economy round. It shows. Nice nade. Chunky at that from Glaive. But yeah, like putting the AWP on B, they're expecting this B play, so a cat take will almost certainly give away a bomb plant to Vitality in a round like this, unless dupreeh can do something dirty, and even he concedes the position, respecting the opponent, giving that plant away, dropping to spawn with a smoke. Glaive can't kill them. dupreeh posted, and pistols at a range shouldn't have a chance against this rifle. Vitality know they need to whittle down the opponent, and they push towards the spawn. If Vera wins that fight to Magis, he cannot catch a break, but the bomb has been planted, and this retake is well and truly underway.
Look at them as well, so willing to fight. This crossfire for these CT players. There's the push in, first man down, and now they try to follow up. They get stuck into CT, and suddenly it's all mopped up by Zip. Over from the long side. dupreeh never even needed, but he was also moving in. As that man, that snake in the finally get a chance with the AWP. Fast out through long. Shox playing anti-flash again, but it's always that third flash, the third one that catches him off guard. dupreeh with the double, and he knows he's got RPK trap. That nade is going to be enough. dupreeh hits the home run. onto RPK. And so that's going to leave ZywOo and Apex up in the 2 versus 5.
Dropping spawn, the flash is good, but ZywOo's been picked up and the bomb falls to the feet of Device. Magic's in the window, sprayed away, but Apex clean. This half is screwed in essence anyway. dupreeh doesn't realize Shox is out mid, but he's looking the wrong way, flicking back too late. dupreeh with the opener, and it feels like every man advantage has started from Astralis. Device against the scout, and he still gets bested.
And Apex has brought it down to a 3v3. This late cat lurk has bought a bit of room for Vitality. It's dupreeh right now trying to throw a spanner in the works, and he will. ZywOo retrieving an AK in these tunnels, making noise though. Still blindsides dupreeh. And now it's Apex and ZywOo. Once again, we're looking at these 2 players to try and salvage the round, but they lose Apex in CT. And now it is just ZywOo. He's also taken up the position of his fallen IGL. Glaive doesn't get the spot, and ZywOo catches a bit of a timing, takes the head off of Glaive, and now this A site is wide open for ZywOo. Magisk, bottom performer of Astralis. He has been struggling both on Nuke with a career low performance and here on Dust, and now he's left to go toe-to-toe versus the best. Magisk has got to dig deep, man. He wants to try and keep them on the back foot, but ZywOo is not missing a beat.
Alive, previous round for Astralis has come in clutch as they've got a full buy in the last round of the half. Again, the long control locked out. Apex dead early, as he often has been, up on Cat and in long. It's back to the short side for Vitality as they line up utility. Glaive, oh, he's got to deal with a fast one. Usually Vitality have been pretty teleport. This time it's just go, go, go. Glaive dropping the smoke, tag him through the box. That's ZywOo's AWP coming to life, and Glaive backs up into the goose. Unleashed, but not for long. Nice trade from Zip, has to give up the site, and another advantage retake for Astralis. They haven't lost one of these yet.
This could be the one though, right? The numbers dwindling. It's a 2v4, Nevera and ZywOo. 2 of the young bloods that were meant to re-energize Vitality. Well, they now got to step up, make that just ZywOo. They always ask this man to clutch. They always ask him to do it. And he so often delivers. Oh, power! No, not a third. It's down to Magisk again. And ZywOo's got to relive the past. Oh, my. Beginning. Now there's a chance.
Yeah, fast out long for Astralis. RPK is holding strong, but he's only good for a single kill. dupreeh gets that trade. Flash is good. And still fighting our Vitality 2 from the cross. Shox and ZywOo. The Device, not quite the AWP battle, but we talk about ZywOo. Device has been consistent. He's been holding up his mantle in this map so far. Can he keep that going? ZywOo swings, and ZywOo wins alongside Apex, who fights tooth and nail. Bomb dropped in the long side. No way to retrieve it. You've got to fight your way through for Astralis, and while Device will deck one with a Glock, these USPs at range should be picking apart the Danes. 2-on-1 for Magisk. Again, left in another very difficult clutch, and he has not been good for them so far. At least ZywOo is dead. That's what he's telling himself. But Nevera looks to go through this smoke if Shox doesn't pick up the kill third.
But RPK and ZywOo with this crossfire. This isn't a crossfire you're meant to survive. This isn't a crossfire you're meant to get past. And Device learns that the hard way.
Yeah, it's basically just trade the D ground for Astralis. Hot potato. Pick it back up. It's Zip's turn. dupreeh has one flashbang, but he's up on Cat right now. He can still flash them out long from this position. Would be a bit weird, but let's see if Zip goes through once that smoke fades. Still RPK in the pit, hasn't been seen, right? So I will just double back. He's repositioned up on that A site, and Goose. Re-smoke on long, insult to injury, stalling the clock yet again. Astralis at this point probably discussing that follow-up rifle round. Not really got much else to do. Sat back, relaxing. Where is this flash going for dupreeh? It's all Astralis have in terms of utility. They actually got a run boost in, so straight into the moors of Vitality. There's the flash popping back. It does do good damage off of the spray of the MP9. RPK finds Magisk and Zip, both picking up the deagle, and this one is done as can be. It's a flawless anti-eating.
Through middle, Apex is like, yeah, it's not a fight I want to take. ZywOo's flashed through long, and Magisk Man, ZywOo's like the hard counter to Magisk is what it feels like. Like so consistently.
That was a team flash as well. Zip actually got the assist on it, so, you know, far from perfect for Astralis. You got to feel for Magisk in a game like this. He has just been really getting dealt with no matter what position he's left in. Pushed through smokes, team flashed, left in 1v1s against ZywOo, who is now sat on the ramp. They're running his way. He's got the AK, but he can't find the spray. Zip with the entry. A crucial kill to give Astralis what should be a post plant on this A site. They go back to Catwalk. This retake on a bonus round is going to be very difficult for the French.
Yeah, but the key thing there, difficult, maybe doesn't mean impossible, as we've had to learn the hard way. However, they are without ZywOo, right? They are without the guy who's made all these rounds feel doable, and then there's Nivera. Oh, cancelled out by dupreeh, and into the 2v2. dupreeh with the big taps up towards short. And there he is.
Early again, are they just going to be looking for the Hail Mary commitment? They've got nothing else. The cat flash forward, set up. Nice nade onto Glaive in the Xbox. They won't commit with a flash play on Cat. Instead, ZywOo tells Apex to rotate back to middle, and he plays safer on A. Already Vitality reading into this B play. They got a crossfire on the corner plus mid support. They don't need to worry about Glaive's wrap. In comes the contact play for Astralis. Glaive getting pressured in middle. Shox drawing them in. Nivera dead immediately. Shox needs something on this B holder. It will have to be a save. Shox not able to save the day, and that should be a done round right there. Astralis with 2 for 1 inside of B, and a bomb plant to find them 12.
Yeah, considering, right, that this was 10-3 at one point in time, like, you might have come into this second half and still be looking at it like, yeah, well, Astralis, they're in the lead, I'm not worried yet. Well, you definitely should have been, you know, 10-3 up all the way to this 11-9 scoreline. Astralis desperately needed a round. They desperately needed something, and so that B play delivering results looks to be it. 12 now on this board. And B could turn out to be a bit of...
That looks like the short-term solution for Vitality and Astralis. They are just muscling their way through. There's no one in the B-bomb site. It's a full commitment. Vitality didn't expect this kind of pace, this kind of race to the bomb site. Shox shut out of the round, and it's a save called within seconds.
That open Nivera, it's a good thing it gets out of there, right? He's armorless. He could have got caught over in mid. He was fighting at the doors. And that's the only way they're going to have one, is if Nivera is able to save it. That one kill from dupreeh gives Astralis the berth into B that they needed. They're now on to 13. And this is so cool. Like, it shows how much it takes to beat Vitality. And in this instance, like, really beat ZywOo. Like, you think about how a lot of these rounds have gone, because, you know, you got to give ZywOo credit here. Like, so many of these rounds, he had back-to-back clutches. Even in like one of these A pushes, he's there to put up 3. It has been so important to Vitality at actually having this scoreline. It is taking 100% performance out of Device and dupreeh to go toe-to-toe with ZywOo. Like, these guys, the double Ds of Astralis, right? This incredible duo that is tried and tested across Counter-Strike.
Of these AWPs, I say one of, because Vitality certainly could have more. Astralis are yet to find that out. RPK tucked at the corner. ZywOo coming in for support. The flash blinds Magisk, but he still gets away with a kill. And Apex and ZywOo both pick up trades. It's nice stuff from Magisk, who's had a quiet performance, showing up in a big way. Apex caught on the cross, not ready for a fight, as Astralis were extremely wide, running towards that A site. And now you have to be considering a save with no kit, with 2 players. Astralis even had the catwalk smoked off. No kills offered up. Shox, that's a massive one, as it will give Vitality hope yet again.
Oh, this fight, it matters so much. Glaive was looking for it, but now he might regret ever showing his hand. Zip, 1v2. Are we going to get it? We've had a game of classics. We've had a game of everyone doing what we're used to seeing, and this time it's Shox on the other side. Going blow for blow with Zip. 2 of the kings of clutches, head-to-head in that round there. And Shoxy is the man to close it out. 10 for Vitality, keeping this game competitive, keeping it contested, not letting us...
Drops that molly to set RPK towards pit and backs up to watch the cat cross. Nivera's calling there up, and he's already taken one down. The bomb dropped on Xbox, and even though Astralis get control towards the catwalk, they're running into one of 2 AWPs.
Oh, the mid flash is good. It lets Apex get across. That's because they spot the bomb trying to get up Cat, so now he's ready to help out at this A site. And also, if you're Astralis, you've had it kind of easy these last few rounds. As you mentioned, ZywOo hasn't been on that AWP. It's been Nevera. They've put it in his hands. He's opened up this round, and they still don't know about this ZywOo AWP at the crossroads. However, they are about to learn this lesson the hard way. They're about to discover the big green gun in his hands, and dupreeh with the instant opener. ZywOo's gone, mate, and now we look at Apex to try and be this hero, to try and be the man, to put a stop to Astralis, but he can't hold his own. It's Magisk having a resurgence. He's been quiet all damn game, and suddenly in these last few rounds, just coming alive. Nevera now left in a clutch. 1v2 required, and he looks interested, he looks keen, but making a lot of noise. And Zip playing the drop down. Support from Magisk back in the site. Now Magisk is kind of low. This smoke could even buy enough time for Nevera to stop considering. They're going to flash Zip in for the peak maybe, but instead he drops down. He gets out of there. He plays CT. Nevera given room, jumping down, and Zip blinded, but it's forced them to commit to this short push. No one's even aware. ZywOo's making a lot of noise. With that CZ, he fires off into mid and deals with Device all the way back in T-spawn. The AK besting the AWP. Vitality sat in a 5-on-3 in a round that was a 4-spy. The round that looked to end it all, looked to win this for Astralis. ZywOo's fought back, and now he's armed, now he's deadly, he's roaring to go. And Astralis, are they just going to save? They're not looking interested at all. They've got 20 seconds, mate, and ZywOo has uprooted this entire plan, this entire round.
It looked pretty desperate from the get-go, right? You often see like long takes go back to spawn to B, but you rarely see B to spawn to long. Astralis had no map control. They at least needed that catwalk play, and the molly that forces Vitality forward, unaware are Astralis, a rare case. Shock's looking for more with a CZ. After time kills, could be huge here if he can find anything. The tip-tap's coming in, but Zip.
Astralis don't know it yet, but they are walking into the most stacked site that they could. dupreeh boosted up above this smoke, but not the freebie onto Nevera. RPK down in the pit, offering up one hell of a fight, and Astralis don't like what they see, but Device will deal with him. Now a man close, also caught in the fray. Back of the site, it's ZywOo, the only hope for the A-bomb site now, and Glaive bests him in the head-to-head. Shox doesn't quite drop the bomb, and Glaive is now given his chance at the clutch. Spots Apex at long, but with time being the factor here, he needs these kills. And there's the first, but Apex is absolutely ruined. Bit of a duel down through mid, and ZywOo comes in late. He knows that he wants to make a difference here. They've already lost Apex out through long, and so ZywOo's feeling that pressure to take the advantage back. There's the freebie onto Magisk, but piece by piece, the rest of Vitality are falling apart.
Yeah, this is almost certainly a retake round, right? They've got the B control, they've cleared that one out, they know where Astralis are going, but it's come at one hell of a cost. Flashing through the smoke, RPK doesn't want to go, he sees the cross on that jump, and now they're going to try and spam him through the smoke. Can he kill Glaive? No. The bomb makes its way to the site safely. ZywOo post it for a pick onto dupreeh, keeps things even keel. The bomb can't cross with these Molotovs down, and the nade could spell disaster for Astralis. A taste of their own medicine as Device is left in a clutch, and ZywOo looks for the ace.
Nevera's going to steal. Conceded it thanks to these long smokes coming out. They decide, all right, we're going to have to set up, we're going to have to play retake, but it's Device's deagle to open up this round. Astralis, they needed this one, right? They don't want to give over map and series point to Vitality. There's Nevera delivering with his P250. Apex has been deleted. Glaive catches Nevera, and now Astralis, one of the best teams in the game. They're going to get it done. ZywOo with a double molly kill. It's not enough. Astralis onto 15. Somehow, someway, with the pistols, with the armor, they find map point. They
up. He's cleared it out. They know it's an A take. It's just how are they getting there? Jumping up on catwalk. Shox trying to fight Magisk with a spray, and Shox takes that opener. He's tucked. He's screwed, and Device, or dupreeh rather, takes him out. Takes a leg shot as well. Down to 5. Nevera concedes middle. ZywOo still pushed deep. There's no question about where this play is coming in. It's more when. Astralis stalling the clock, ZywOo wrapping their opponent's spawn. As Astralis set up for another cat play, and this is what got them here in the first place. This is what made them hit 15.
And if you're Astralis, you're so happy, man. ZywOo could not be further away from this round. He's so out of it. So instead, we're looking at the rest of Vitality to try and hold on, but RPK will deliver. And now as they go back, they accidentally throw themselves potentially into the arms of this double AWP setup. Nevera has just left B, but look at ZywOo wrapping into top mid. And oh, the game is afoot. dupreeh with the trade at least. ZywOo out of the round. And overtime still on the cards. 30 seconds. dupreeh with a big kill onto Nevera. Not normally the AWP, but there he is going blow for blow with Vitality's second AWP. Apex good for the kill onto Device, and now time is of the essence for dupreeh. If he doesn't win this 1v2, this game's in overtime, and that's Vitality back in this one. He's going to the site with 2 players in it, and time is of the essence. It's a struggle to reach 15, and now we're in overtime, and ZywOo right away snipes out Device.
Yeah, we thought that maybe Nuke between Heroic and Furia was the game of one of the games of the year. It wasn't even the game of the tournament. Nevera trying to give us something in tunnels. He's shot, he's missed. Glaive has an opener. B is open, but he backs up into shoxi. Long control denied by Apex through the smoke, and RPK peeks out to close. It's Vitality taking
mid-cross. Astralis leading B. This was very, very kind to them in that first half, but Nevera here on this secondary AWP, he's not a man to be trifled with. In a team with ZywOo, it's hard to even get a mention, but Nevera has been looking good on that secondary AWP. dupreeh going up and over, cancels him out, and now Shox has to make some kind of heroic stand, but he can't. Instead, ZywOo, first point of rotation, and the double up is in. He's put this back in favor of Vitality. Zip trying to get that bomb down. But Vitality have been given a chance. They've been given the golden ticket by ZywOo in through tunnels now, rejoining with his old mate RPK. And that's while Apex can line up these flashbangs, line up this utility to come in from middle. They deal with RPK, but ZywOo and Apex are still fighting. They're still in this one. The molly forcing Magis to swing a little wider, a little more out into the open. ZywOo onto the other AWP, and that weapon switch comes back to betray him. Zip with the double up.
There was an 15 to 15, same as the score. Neck and neck, and a shot through the door. Shox is low. Nevera and ZywOo trading blows as one picks up, the other falls short. dupreeh out long, finding RPK, swinging with no flash. Apex is stuck back in the site. The B lean is left as Vitality run towards this long position. They know where it's committing. Astralis pulled the brakes for a second, always putting that bit of self-doubt. Making you question your rotate, making you decide if you want to push or not. No one will. Back to B goes Shox. Not convinced due to the one smoke down. Nevera, he's pretty much got to make a play here with the flash. It goes high. Apex sending him in. They're all blind. Nevera with the mow down, only getting one, and damage to Glaive. It's Apex on the site. They know he's here.
Yeah, how on earth is he meant to survive this? They're all around him. Up through ramp. Go with Astralis. Apex, there's the opener. And the second man's still a long way away. Apex is given a fighting chance. Suddenly, it's down to Device versus shoxi. And baiting out the AWP shot on the cross. He knows where he is now. He knows the whereabouts of Shox. Device trying to deal with the AWP on the other side. And there's a missed shot from shoxi. He's not going to get many more chances here. Device just holding. Now does run that gauntlet. Gets himself in to this A-bomb site. Shox at 16 HP. And throughout this tournament, Shox has delivered us so many clutch moments. But at 15 or 16 points of health, he is the walking wounded. He is the man. Not favored to win this at all. The bomb down, Device not giving anything over, not peeking, not challenging, trying to play the numbers game. Shox creeping up through CT. And Device not spotted on the jump, dodging him now. Here's the footsteps, and there it is. The first half locked in for Astralis. 17 rounds to their name. 19, that magic number.
This bomb site, that smoke is so important. It won't deter Vitality. They're running through. Magis with a spray, a big B anchor hold. We needed it from him, and it's denied Vitality the presence, maybe the lead, maybe the round. As a 5-on-3 ensues, back to Cat they go. What you'd like to think is an unlosable round for Astralis if they play their cards right. And when do they not?
And look at how scared they are, man. They're very shockingly aware of how little map control they have in this round, right? They've just been holding long from middle, scared of a push that was never going to arrive. They spot Glaive back in the site, but look at Device already at the crossroads, ready to try and get stuck in with this AWP. Although losing Glaive, that's Device's signal to retreat. He's waving the white flag. He's gotten out of there. He's fallen back towards long and now posts up for this retake. Man advantage for Astralis, and it's extended even further by Device. Shox and ZywOo, they said how they love playing together, but Shox doesn't have the choice anymore. He's lost his mate back in the bomb site. A 1v4 required. The lineup is in, but dupreeh keeps it in favor of Astralis. Now, on to map point. 18 rounds to their name. Vitality need 2 for another overtime.
In dire times, fast flash out middle, Shox not committing. He's jumping up the Xbox, 2 towards B and the bomb to join. Now Astralis, they have sent one man here and one man alone. Magis, one hell of a recovery from this man. And Vitality won't mess with him yet. They leave B, the bomb runs back through the spawn. Cat control taken, Device doubling back. ZywOo looking for a mid pick that doesn't seem to present itself. dupreeh is tucked. Astralis still leaning B in this round, but as said, these retakes have been sublime. Can they thin the crowd? Can they thin the herd? ZywOo trying to catch a cross player, going back to A, dropped into spawn for Shox. He walks right past Magis, who his herd, he hits a nade. Now it's a mid to B. Shox catches that rotate. It's only Glaive in the site. Magis and Glaive gone, and Vitality a masterful split into B. Astralis never knew what hit him.
Shox isn't even waiting to try and deal with these players, but yeah, that's where he gets put to an end. Device left up in the 1v4, and this is a save, right? You never want to save an OT, and they give him no choice. They hunt him down. Vitality onto...
Sees him jump towards A, and that was the game plan initially for Vitality with the bomb leaving B, but they go back to it, and now the pickup from Nivera, another opener for Vitality in what could lead us to a second overtime.
Shox again with the lurk, and once again he's taking heads off. He's finding success. Magisk is just the lurk magnet. Zip will at least trade it. However, while all this has been going on, this A site is now compromised. Glaive dropping the molly to try and slow them down, but that's not going to stop the onslaught. Will from dupreeh at least, and now a 3-on-3 open. Maybe a chance for Astralis after all. Nivera gives up that peak, and through the long smoke goes Glaive, but to his demise, it's left to Apex in the 1v2 to try and get it to overtime, and he's going to do it. 3 in the round, 18-18.
In this round, ZywOo controlling, patrolling outside of the B tunnels. And the bomb coming to regroup and join Apex on long. He's locked it down from the pit. Is there going to be an aggressive maneuver from Astralis? And will they get caught? ZywOo, timing is everything. Does he even know? They've beat the clock. They've pushed up past him. Still watching the backline is dupreeh, ready for this lurker. But in the meantime, Glaive can set up to play retake on this site. Device with the opener. Lurk gets a kill. Device doubling down with a Molotov on the plat as well. He's going to follow with nades. He can set Zipnix up for success here with a flash. Vitality still can't cross thanks to the Molotov. They send some right back, but Zip is still here fighting tooth and nail. They should know due to the smoke he dropped. ZywOo waiting for his 40th. Device not giving him the kill on Cat. And Apex playing to lock out Zip of this round, who's trapped at the boxes.
Really wants this kill, and he knows what a difference maker it could be. He's going to get it, rewarded for that patience. Glaive emerging on the flank, and they put so much faith in that flank from Glaive. They were hoping that that was going to be the difference maker. That was meant to be the play that sets them up for this retake, and in the end, all it's done is make them worse off. Magisk, oh, poor Magisk, all alone, up through CT and blindsided by Apex at long. Vipex for a second, like, what a resurgence he's had. He was second to ZywOo for so long. Now he might overtake him in the final hurdle. Shox is out through mid.
Flash.
Oh, there's the kill that he was waiting for, and he gets away with it as well. That has set up Vitality perfectly in this round, an early 5-on-4, and they were about to all-in assault that B site, but now with the kill on the rotating A player, they've changed their mind. They know this A site is weaker as a result. Glaive has got to do the impossible, and he'll double up. We're into the 3-on-3. Cat now hanging in the balance for Vitality, but that bomb is dropped out in the open. They're on a rescue and recovery mission. Zip is trapped alone in the bomb site, but he does have Glaive rotating up through the CT spawn, and he keeps taking blowing heads off. The bomb's gone down, and it's from bad to worse for Vitality. Nevera now all alone in the 1v3, and a moment to compose. 50 seconds left on this clock and 12 points of health. He's going back into middle, hoping that Astralis give anything away, but this is looking like an Astralis round, right? They went a man down early, Glaive bailed them out, and now for Nevera, the chances are slim. It's not looking good. And with just 34 seconds left, he's going to be hard-pressed to find anything here.
Yeah, he knows this one's out of the count. He knows this one's not down to him. It's down to Astralis making a mistake, and they will give him nothing. Not an inch. 20 seconds. Nevera scoped. It's heard. Zip spots him. There's the shot. Won't connect. Look dead on. Zip ducks down below and just hides. An insult to injury in a round that's unwinnable for Nevera. He's going to run for the kills, just doing what he can. But all in all, it looks impossible, and it really should be. 2 seconds, and Magic shuts it down.
Heading into the second half of play, Nevera, fully blind, still wipes out Device, and that's the opener for Vitality. RPK wants more. He wasn't content with just the one, and that's ended up giving a 4-on-4 back over to the Danes.
First player to hit 40 kills, Dupree gets there before ZywOo.
The competition's heating up. Nevera at the car, and he's not getting given a fight. Might now. Magisk with the AWP. Gonna try and molly out the car. That's gonna force Nevera into a bit of an awkward spot. He drops the smoke, but now they know, right? Now they know, and they've got Nevera trapped in this cage. He makes the right call, dodges that position entirely. He's gonna set up somewhere else. Astralis showing a lot of mercy there, not punishing on the back of that utility. Meanwhile, you want to talk about AWPers. Well, ZywOo's waiting with his down here in the bottom and middle. That's a danger to these two players trying to get up cat. Glaive's been key, but he's out of this round, so Astralis have got to do it without him. Whoa. He's now got to lead them to victory from beyond the grave. Dupree, Magisk, and Zip with 40 seconds moving in towards this A site. All three from this long corner. Now trying to get across, and ZywOo has no say in the matter. Instead, we're looking at the man at Gandalf. We're looking at the player tucked. It's Apex, that other dude who stepped up so damn much for Vitality. He's dropped the bomb. 20 seconds. Time is of the essence. Time is the real enemy here. And ZywOo, through the smoke, has given a kill away. That's a bit more room. That's a bit more confidence. A little less suffocating now. And Zip's able to get the bomb down. Apex wanted to deny it, but Magisk with the flick. And it's all left onto Shoxy. He's already close. They're not ready for it, but Magisk with an incredible recovery. 4 in the round and 21 for us.
2 is the score that Astralis need. They have 2 chances to do it. That's a pick. That could be it. That could be the start of something new at the third map. Inferno, Nevera's double scope. They're peeking him from lower and upper at the same time. ZywOo's pushing B, but he gets a pickup. Magisk finding that opener with the AWP. Again, this double AWP is the solution, and Device is the problem inside of B. That might be it. It's leading by example for Apex. That's what he's got to do in an impossible 1v4.
This might be it. This is Astralis surely solidifying that third map, keeping themselves out of elimination unless Apex has anything to say. But we so often say retaking this B site, a man down. It's not doable, and Magisk makes it so. What a recovery from Astralis, from an embarrassing Nuke to a lights-out Dust2. Well, it might be the perfect way to open up this pistol. Astralis smokes down. They're looking to move in, but they got to get past ZywOo, the sheriff of this B-bomb site. Apex dueling from dark. ZywOo's CZ is only good for 1, and now Apex needs help. He's calling for assistance. He's calling for anyone, and Nevera tries to be that hero, but instead, he's made this round harder for the rest of Vitality.
Oh, hey, Masuta, no pressure. Subbed in for the third map of this series. He better be warm and ready to go. Not clearing Device, and he'll clean the round. Astralis with the methodical executes. Can Vitality weather the storm? It's a smoke play. 5 smokes ready to delay. Make that 4. Nevera dies in the middle. It will be dropped, and so there's a chance that someone can pick that up. But right now, passive play for Vitality, conceding the mid-arch as Astralis walk up B.
Yeah, Masuta drops his smoke to push forward, retrieve the one from Nevera's body and the scout as well. But he's not in the business of scouting as a guy like Masuta. Interesting thing to note, Masuta comes into this game as the highest rated player of the event, right? That's thanks to 2 incredible maps early on. That was stemming from that big matchup. And we haven't seen him play since then. It's all been Nevera in the server. So the pressure is really on for Masuta. He's been sat out for a day now. And the expectations are high. Astralis stacked up outside of this A bomb site, and this is all going on while Device is waiting in the wings outside of B. He can use that smoke to either pull rotations over, or in maintaining this top banana control, leaves open the opportunity for Astralis to late play into the B site, and that looks to be the decision. But Vitality is seemingly one step ahead. They've taken a bit of a gamble here. Nothing could have led them to make this decision other than just the call, well then let's play B, and if they do fake this, if they do come back into this B site, then we're there. And here's the hold. You're running in with 10 seconds left into a stacked B bomb site, and no kills have come through for Astralis yet. It's ugly, it's messy, and they're getting chased down by Team Vitality. Just like that, the round goes in favor of the Frenchman, and they try and reclaim that #1 in the world.
Yeah.
And it all hinges on one map. That's what you're left with here. So now they pick up the pace. Now they try and rush down these players. And as expected, it's pretty one-sided for Vitality. They mop up pretty much everyone. No contest. It's only Glocks. So this third round is solidified, and they keep it nice and clean as well.
Beautiful stuff. Nevera's obviously a bit of limitation with the utility. It is the first gun round for Astralis, so mollies are not allowed, and Device with the only, or one of the 2 only HE grenades, chucks it up B. Gets some damage, but receives some as well. It's an equal trade. RPK up in the apartments. He's supported by Masuta, pushed as well. Dupree is jumping. RPK hears this. He knows someone's in bedroom now. But is it night-night to Dupree, who does have that bomb on his lonesome? Pushing in could gift it over to the tank. Unmoving, unwavering, and patient in the apartments. Masuta picked up. RPK swings in for the bomb, and that is now under his control. It's a recovery mission for Astralis again, and Apex now tries to kill them coming out of B. Astralis wanted to commit towards something up that top banana, but with them being pulled back, while Vitality push in. Match is holding banana as Zywoo and Nevera swap weapons and re-aggress at the car. Astralis are given the bomb back under their hand. But will this kill go the way of Magis? Yes. So Astralis hold on to B. If they can get that bomb back to the site, it's only Nevera to stop them. Glaive has a well-timed lurk, but no kills being offered up with Apex tucked. Nevera with the swing regains banana, and Astralis are forced into A.
RPK and Apex here, 2 of the vintage boys on Vitality with this crossfire between Pit in the graveyard and RPK. He might be low, he might only be on 7 points of health, but he's able to draw the attention in. And as I say that, Device takes his head off through the smoke, but they still don't know about Apex, who's sneaky in the graveyard. Device is looking warm, and it falls to Nevera. The young gun, the brother has screamed, it takes some heads off now. Flash keeps him out of this bomb site for the time being. He's going to drop a smoke. He's trying to be a hero. He's trying to make a big play, but he doesn't spot Device crouched down in the pit. And so Astralis get that
put on by Apex and Zywoo, spamming the smokes, but there's danger with that. There's a nade right in, and Device could push through this gap as well. Zywoo backs up. It's a well-timed retreat from Vitality, but oh dear, RBK caught with nades for the middle. Device gets a B pick at the same second, and even though the bomb is back in spawn, Astralis defaulting, find a 5-on-3 immediately. No trade allowed, and this is where Astralis can just bleed. They can just wait. Vitality wounded. They don't want to re-aggress into a clearly holding, patient Astralis who wait for that mistake. Re-smoke in middle. But it's coming down to the gamble, right? Vitality, it wouldn't even be bad of them to put 3 players on a site and hope for the best in a scenario like this, because right now, if Apex doesn't multi-kill, the round is immediately done. Does have a Molotov, picks up a flash off the ground. But timing is everything, and Astralis are giving away no information. They're even going to have Glaive selling this fake up on the A site. He can molly Pit, he can keep players here, and then Apex has to deal with everyone else back up towards B. Oh no, he's been baited. but it's also, you know, somewhat of a safe call.
The bomb is going back, but luckily enough, Magis should discover this anyway. Doesn't matter, they're fasting up through mid. Oh dear, Astralis might have just dug their own graves. They've gone into the stack site. They had an empty B site. 10 seconds time might be the problem. Masuta with the hold of a lifetime. There it is, into the crossfire. And Masuta hot off the bench. He was waiting against his Astralis. And he saves them in that round there.
It's rare to see Astralis outbrain themselves, right? The double fake causes a stack in that A site. What a read from Apex. There are some good trades up Banana in this round, but it's still coming at a cost. And only pistols remaining. Device fighting back. Apex keeps him out with a Molotov. Bomb is still under the control of Astralis. They're looking for picks, but no more presented with the smoke down in middle and B. Apex push deep, allows for 2 on this A site. I can't believe Astralis go back to A in that.
Yeah, it never happens.
Yeah. That looked like the perfect bread and butter execute into the B-bomb site that has been terrifying at best, but another re-smoke with a gap in it. Will that get exploited? Not enough for Device to see through. And Apex firing back warning shots. Keep your nose out of my banana.
I think it's quite telling as well, right? Because Astralis, when they were winning everything, when they really were that best team in the world, and we were in the Danish era, and it was almost boring because you knew they were going to win every event they attended. They had that confidence, they had that swagger, they'd never second-guess themselves, right? Everything was done with conviction. Whereas now, this Astralis that, you know, has been a little bit wounded, what with departures of players leaving, hot swapping Bubsky, having S-Tag. They do look a little more so. They don't have that same championship mindset right now. And instead, that actually leans in favor of Vitality, right? Because these have been the top dogs of 2020.
Hello.
Ready for the boost is Apex, but he's only good for 1 of them. And now there's a 2-on-2. The bomb's up in this A-bomb site, and Dupree, he hears them running away. Oh, so you guys outsmarted us last round. Well, now I'm going to give you a taste of the glaive medicine. And boy, ain't it sour, Vitality. Isn't it sour when now you realize, now the penny drops. Oh, bugger, it's A. So they both start to rotate back round. There is still time, but a lot of it is ticked away because of this fake. Dupree and Zip left in the 2v2. There was nothing in this round for Astralis, but Dupree's Deagle might deliver salvation after all. It's Masuta asked to clutch, tap to Dupree, and just Zip left to find. But clutching versus this guy is no easy feat, and Masuta learns that the hard way. Astralis are on to 3 in an eco round.
What a call, man, especially long. Dupree's out in apartments with Zip again. Well, PK anchoring pit right now alone. Crossfire with Nevera on the site. They're going to commit. Nevera not cleared. Glaive doesn't know. He's running into a Molotov. The Deagle spam does something, but it's still RPK holding strong and dropping the bomb. Plenty of time, and Glaive is stuck behind enemy lines. Do they know?
He's up on the bike trying to ride this one to victory. There's the first, but both players already up short-sided. Glaive is not aware. There's a couple of warning shots, and oh, you don't give Glaive a warning. Oh, he gets them all. It's Glaive from the pit, locking in another Astralis round, and he might have been a little bit quiet so far, but that's something.
Pistols with a scout, an MP9 for RPK. Astralis running an SMG as well of their own. Device looking to farm those eco kills, but boy, they're not eco, they're aggressive, they're forced up, and they're right down middle already. Dupree realizes, but covered is RPK. Device gets an entry into the B site, and now the mid pushers come back to bite Vitality as Astralis wait for them. Nevera with a scout might be able to catch the bomb crossing, but he looks away at the wrong time, and that gives Astralis now the mid control. Nevera can still get picks here, but he gets picked apart by the quick shot from Magisk. And even though Apex is in the apartments, they are bypassing him in middle very fast. This is surely not one for the warrior of Apex, but he might find a gun. Hello. Oh, the double tap. AK gifted. Glaive's head spotted. There's a Molotov available. Will Glaive peek off for the sound? No. He waits and he burns, but he's still in the #1 spot and denying Astralis even a leg into those playoffs. His pistols are proving to be a problem as Apex D's down Device through the wall. His second shot of the round, and RPK finds Dupree. Guns given over, but 2 unretrievable. The top of Banana. This is Astralis' default getting picked apart with the bomb back in spawn. Glaive fighting back into B. Finally gets revenge. Zywoo hiding. Baiting shots from the spawn is Nevera as he runs round ruins, and Glaive creepy crawly into the B bomb site. Still waiting for his teammate in Zip. Doesn't want to give away the fact that he's here, and that bit of silence makes Masuta second guess. Doubling back to the long side with RPK rifled up. And still only pistols inside of B. Glaive and Zip have a chance in what was a 2-on-5.
Now Zip's here. Now you're feeling a little bit more confident, but they're not considering ZywOo, and that is thanks to Nevera. He's done a great job of feigning this idea that, yeah, it's me, I'm the guy that was here to begin with, and ZywOo never even peeked. Now he emerges, and that is a perfect example. They completely discount ZywOo. Masterful stuff there to win it out on an eco for Team Vitality. But Nevera is gone. He is spammed out of the round, never even given a chance to play, and Device follows up. So it's so back and forth, and this is continuing. Astralis now in the 5-on-3, and this is where they pump the brakes, right? This is where they slow it right down to make Vitality have to just sit there, maul this one over. Apex, the cogs in his brain having a turn from beyond the grave as he tries to piece together what on earth are Astralis going to call in a situation like this?
Especially the amount of double backs and fake plays we've seen. You never know when smoke's over that B site or a commitment or just a bait. So Vitality, they hold strong with 2 inside of this site. Astralis committing into the more stacked of the 2, but will they be able to get through ZywOo, who finds the first? Device is gone. Quick pop flash to line his teammate back up for a fight. He's going to run through the smoke. ZywOo doubles up. That's a great hold from him. He's bought time for RPK. Will the quad be checked again? No one's looking back. Turn for Zip and a quick kill for RPK, but the cover is there as Magist keeps the trade intact. And Masuta left in another very difficult clutch, but he's got the util. He's got the kit. Does he have the respect of Astralis, who aren't sticking this bomb yet?
Yeah, they're waiting. They're waiting to see what he's bringing to the table. And Masuta right now does get spotted. Still looking to fight. Ooh. Still forcing the issue, making it Astralis' problem. And now they might regret not getting this bomb down. dupree's going to tap it, punches in those numbers. And suddenly it's Masuta on the clock. And with just 3 points of health, he needs the immediate kill. And the problem now is dupreeh could be anywhere. He's got so many angles to bear in mind. Masuta, top of the standings, now needs to show why, and in he goes, making his presence known. He knows where dupreeh is now, but it's dupreeh.
Just at the top of B as he runs down the speedway. Astralis, they take middle. You never know when it's a commitment, and right now it's not, as they double back with the bomb. It's a kill for ZywOo at the top of B. That's a pick for Device, but bomb spotted. Might keep players there. Vitality think it's all a ruse, and they rotate Apex out as Nevera swaps damage in middle. The bomb is coming B. The bomb is committing, and Vitality are none the wiser.
Masuta, it's all on him again. So often he's left in these key positions where he has to deliver. And if he doesn't at least go 1-for-1 here, Vitality can write this one off. Molly's really going to heat things up for him, and that utility is masterful to get him out of the bomb site. And that there should seal the deal on the save. And if that didn't, that definitely will. From Zip, RPK and Nevera, they hate to have to make this call, but they've got nothing else left in the tank. Astralis building upon this lead, building up momentum. Vitality coming into this game on a 9-win streak on this map. The most recent victory as well, even being up against the likes of Astralis.
Sitting back and relaxing, gambling with 4B of Vitality, and look at Astralis already edging the other way. RPK though, he's the hero M4, the one armored rifle inside of this A site. And dropping off the ledge of the balcony just to play as far away as he can, forcing Astralis to commit if they want to find that kill. B wall smoke coming through. Glaive keeping these 4 players here as Astralis set up for what will not be a fake in this round, what will be a commitment. It's an abs cruel. They're going to pop out. RPK, they need to flash him if they don't want to get mown down by this tank.
In they go. No one's checked RPK yet. There's some damage. Bomb now dropped, and RPK giving them a bit of a spanking as they get out through the apartments. Now, he has secured the 4-on-3 here, and Vitality, if he only goes 1-for-1, I think they just save. Maybe they send the pistols in, like, yeah, good luck, guys. Go have a little run around, see what you can do. But now they're interested. Nevera's got this AWP, right? He can help the pistols out. There's a lot to gain from this round, and at the very, very least, they can damage the Astralis money before it gets out of control. Nevera undoubtedly is going to play a key part in that with the AWP, and he falls short on the first peak. And now that save call is looking likely, right? Masuta retrieving that AWP, backs out of there. He wants nothing to do with the retake. Keeping that AWP alive is far more important. Apex found, and now just ZywOo, 1v3 at the very, very least. Might get out of it with a gun as Device gives one over. And so it's the little victories there for Vitality. A lot of damage done to Astralis. Yeah, they don't get the round, but they get out of it with the AWP and the AK.
He's found him in this position before from the boiler, but he's not swinging wide for the fight. It's just so measured. It's so patient from either side. No one wants to be that man giving up a kill, going down unnecessarily. It's a commitment. It's a be execute. And it's, again, the two anchor men of Apex and ZywOo to hold strong.
Yeah, Dupree faking out A in the meantime, right? Just a bit of damage, delaying these rotations that much more is now the real hit, the real essence of this round goes in towards B. And with those two kills found right away, it's an immediate save call for Vitality. Astralis, they are looking relentless. They have channeled that champion mindset that we talk about, and they're picking up steam. It's getting scary. And if you're Vitality here, you're thinking to yourself, this could have been a 2-0. There were times where this could have been over already. You wouldn't be worrying. You wouldn't be now staring down the barrel of elimination. Do they have that resilience? Because right now, Astralis, they're channeled in, man. They're looking scary. We haven't really seen that same form hit by Astralis from times gone by throughout this year. They've had a lot of troubles. They've had a lot of, you know, kind of, you look at it and it's not the same Astralis that you knew and loved. Well, right now, we're seeing that measured approach. We're seeing that confidence, that belief.
He wants kills, and he might get them as they re-aggress in middle.
Oh, Device just peeling off the angle. That gives a bit of room to Nevera. There's that killing blow to Zip. And now the rotation for him, B-Wood. That is the right call to make. Well met by Nevera as he starts to move around to help out ZywOo. ZywOo here. Actually, the bomb's going back. They're heading back towards the A site. This is a last split-second decision. And Masuta hears the footsteps, but blindsided by Dupree. And now we look to one man, RPK. Only good for one. Doesn't buy enough time. It's a bomb plant in for Astralis. 3-on-2 to close out this half in the post plant.
At that point, Vitality is setting up to aggress down mid. They're setting up to retake B. They don't even know it's coming right back to them. And now they've got to do it against the AWP posted in the site. The molly may have burnt him out, but Device still stands tall.
Nevera waiting, given a chance, but the unscope, the timing, and now ZywOo might have to learn the hard way what guys like Simple have known for ages. You can be as good as you like, but getting past least been good to make finals. They're the ones in a rough spot, and this pistol round is already explosive, far faster than what we saw out of the Danes. It's Vitality charging up towards the top of Banana, but that smoke, that's going to impede this progress. While this has gone on, Device, that pesky Device, he's pushed down through mid, does get dinked by Nevera, so he's out of there. That mid-aggression now stifled by Vitality, and that gets them a little bit more room over here towards this B site.
Yeah, reboost for Zip above what will be a CT-sided smoke for Vitality. They've got a nade. That could kill someone here on the B-bomb side. Where's it going to go in through? Nevera throwing it high. That's a quick tap. ZywOo, goodbye. Dupree waiting for Zip to strike, and good damage off of the HE. Finds everyone for Astralis. Oh, boy, the doorway to a possibility like that. Obviously, a long road ahead in those playoffs. Winner of this facing Na'Vi, with heroes of their own from the CIS region. But right now, it's the here and the now. 5-11, Vitality, desperate force with a scout with Deagles and trying to crunch middle with a double setup for Astralis.
Bomb still waits back down here at ramp. And Glaive, he knows all about that. He knows it all too well. He's dropped the bomb. Look at what that's done. Vitality were over in top mid, putting the pressure on. Well, now they've had to flock back to retrieve the bomb in question. RPK, the man tasked with getting a hold of it, but he's not keen on running into those bullets that are volleying their way through the smoke. Masuta will give them a little bit of room, a bit of a chance, but you still have to get past Dupree, because when you find Device, his old mate, And Dupree is often close behind, and this bomb is still in the prying eyes of Astralis. RPK never retrieved it, so that's now him and ZywOo's problem for a later date, and Glaive just won't give it up. He's relentless. The bomb belongs to Astralis. Nevera all alone, and while these players are low, the one that's caused so much turmoil for Vitality is the man in this corner. Glaive with the jump shot, locks it in. And Magisk even gives him a bit of a parting gift, a bit of...
That force buy goes nowhere. Astralis know what's happening. They know what they're up against, and they're going to take every liberty to take down Vitality. Pushing down the middle is Magisk, finding the first. The nades double up. And this should be a clean sweep for Astralis. 13 rounds almost guaranteed in this position. This is going to have to be one of the most incredible comebacks for Vitality on the T side of Inferno.
And is now looking to get away with even more. Nevera flashing him in over the half wall. There's RPK with the peak, but the flash is dodged. Nobody's blind. And that advantage now narrowly kept in favor of Vitality by Apex.
Yeah, running right back to middle though. Dupree's pushed the smoke. He's realized this one's clear. Telling his team to be wary of what will be an A take, and Device with the one rifle. Dupree does retrieve one at the top of B, but they're already charging through the apartments. Magisk dropping pit side. He hears them. The molly goes out. They're coming from short. He can't swing. Surely ZywOo dead, but there's the trade lined up on Nevera, and Device with the spray, dropping the bomb, and the hopes and dreams of Vitality up against the bonus round. The two rifles. Apex can't find the first, and
Travel just seemed one step too far. This is like ripe 2019 conditions here. Astralis just laying waste to Vitality, and it doesn't even look close. This is it. This is the last chance, the last dance, really, for Vitality. If they don't win this, their run here at the IEM Global Challenge, it's over. It's done. And Astralis would then be eyeing up that throne, would then be eyeing up first place. Not just here, but even looking beyond that into the rankings, trying to leapfrog over Vitality. So let's see if the Frenchman can, some way, somehow, get back into this. The flashes are good, top banana control contested, but the fight is waned. It's given over to Vitality. There's the response. Apex trading. Keeps it all even, keeps the 4v4 open, and the A play, the true nature of this round, now looking to come through, but 3 strong here. Device is a little ways away, but Dupree offering up a hell of a hold. Now the wrap from Device, and this might be the deal sealed. Nevera needs to do something incredible, and it's not gonna happen. Magisk down in the pit, puts 50.
Who got smoked off almost every time, and he's not had the money in this T side with constant rebuys from Vitality. Is this it? Is this the end of the Frenchman for 2020? Dupree wants to make it so. A quick peek down middle. Nevera out for the count, back to the bench as he waits, hoping his teammates can keep this series alive, keep this tournament run alive. But no, Astralis, they want to go out with a bang as Vitality go out with a whimper. A remolly at B, it stalls Apex. It buys time for a rotate that Glaive is already considering deep in the speedway, shuffling backwards step by step. A minute on the clock, and Vitality lining up the execute.
And it all comes down to a B play, a hope that you can break this B site down, but Glaive is already here, flashing them, holding them back, just delaying anything, and into the smoke goes Glaive, and down goes Vitality. Astralis lock it in, and they now